નમસ્કાર, હું આદર્શ છું. વેલકમ ટુ આદર્શ એજ્યુકેશન સોસાયટી. Standard 10th, Subject Science, Chapter 6, Life Processes. Dear students, today we will discuss respiration. So, respiration, respiration. See here the activities given. Try to understand the activities. Take some freshly prepared lime water in the test tube. This already you learnt, but even blow air through this lime water. Okay, so lime water, through the lime water you have to blow it. Note that how long does it takes for the lime water turn milky. So use a syringe or pitchkari to pass air through some fresh lime water. Take in another test tube. Okay, so like this activity. Now you have to give the answer. So what you have done? First of all, taken freshly lime water in the test tube, then blow air through this lime water. Now you have to note down the time and use a syringe and air through the lime water. So note down how long it takes lime water turn milky. See here A and B is given. See this one is pitchkari and this one is blow through the air directly. So dear students, lime water in the test tube B. This test tube B turns milky white colored much earlier than the lime water in the test tube A. Compared to this, the B turns milky in the beginning or in the earlier only. Okay, what does this tell us about the amount of carbon dioxide in the air that we are breathing out? So this tells us that the air we breathe out contains much more carbon dioxide than that present in the air. Okay, completed. See here, air being passed into the lime water with a pitchkari syringe, air is. So like this way, this activity tells. Now the next activity is take 6.5. Take some fruit juice or sugar solution, add some yeast to this. Take this mixture in the test tube fitted with a one-hole cork. Okay. Fit the cork with a bent glass tube. Dip the free end of the glass tube into a test tube containing freshly prepared lime water. So the question is here, what change is observed in the lime water and how long does it take for the change to occur? Okay, so what changes? When yeast cells start fermenting, see, try to understand here, when yeast cells start fermenting, they produce carbon dioxide gas, which starts bubbling in the freshly prepared lime water. And this lime water turns milky white in the color. Okay. And what does this tell about that products of fermentation? Okay. This activity tells us that carbon dioxide is one of the end product of the fermentation. Okay, here what will be produced? When yeast you have grown in this, then it will produce carbon dioxide. Okay, now what is fermentation? The process of conversion of sugar into acids, alcohol or gas by the action of the yeast. This is called as fermentation. So now we will go through this one. First of all, try to understand the diagram here. See this one, breakdown of glucose by various pathways. See dear students, so you know that all the living beings or every living beings need energy. So know that why we need energy, this also you are knowing. So why we need energy? To do the various activities, or all the livings has to do activities, so they need energy. You know that where the energy comes from? The energy comes from the food. So food is in the complex form. complex form. So that has to change into simpler form. So then simpler form is it has to change into the it reaches to the cell. The glucose form it will reach us. See now the glucose. Glucose means then directly now you got the energy? No. Now this glucose, see respiration, glucose present in the cell has to break down with the help of oxygen, then releasing the energy. So in this way energy is releasing. See, according to your level now, respiration takes place in the two steps. Okay, glucose present in the cell, respiration takes place in the two steps. First one is in the cytoplasm. You know that cell, it consists of cytoplasm and mitochondria. So first it takes place cytoplasm, then it takes place in the mitochondria. See, glucose, glucose, 6 carbon molecule. 6 carbon molecule. In cytoplasm, it changes or it converts into pyruvate, P-Y-R-U-V-A-T, pyruvate. Like 3 carbon molecule. Then here, energy is producing. The first way is this glucose is converted into pyruvate. And then in the mitochondria, this will goes to, see here there are 3 ways will be there. So there are 3 ways. Here in the presence of oxygen, here in the lack of oxygen, here in the absence of oxygen. So like this way, in 3 ways it will be breakdowns. So okay, 3 steps of oxidations will take place. And first of all, you see the glucose, what I told you now, glucose is converted into pyruvate in the cytoplasm. Then it goes to in the mitochondria, in the presence of oxygen. See, in the presence of oxygen, and breaks down and produces carbon dioxide, water, and energy is produced. See here, energy is produced. So this is in the presence of oxygen. So that we are calling. What you are calling? Aerobic respiration, we are saying. Aerobic respiration. Okay. Now the second step is this glucose. You know that living beings doing a lot of activities. So oxygen they need more than. So oxygen gas through the lungs goes, then it reaches to the blood, then the blood goes through the cell. So in this ways, in the second cases, you know that for example here you think in this situation cycling, wrestling or swimming like this we are doing, just you think doing energy required is more energy we need. Okay, so that those time the glucose also need more, then oxygen also required more. So then only the energy producing, sufficient energy will be producing. But those times you need the energy to come to do the activity, but that much energy or that much oxygen is not there here. So that is why given lack of oxygen. See that lack of oxygen. And those times this pyruvate is in our muscle cells. This muscle cell is converted here, energy is producing, but what we need those time that much energy is pyruvate is converted into lactic acid in our muscle cells. So what will happen? Lactic acid will be producing. So that is why we are getting the cramp also. So it means muscles pain in our muscles. So those two. So then we will get the required quantity of energy here. Now in the third case, in the absence of oxygen, in the yeast and like this organism, the absence of oxygen, here that will be pyruvate is converted into ethanol and carbon dioxide and energy is produced, that is 2 carbon molecule. Say 6 carbon molecule changes into 2 carbon molecule here, 3 carbon, then it will be 2 carbon. So like this way three process breaking down of glucose in the various ways. Okay, first of all, six carbon molecule, then three, and converted into here presence of oxygen. Second one in the lack of oxygen, and third one in the absence of oxygen. So like this way. So if you are knowing this diagram very well, I think remaining explanation will be so easy for us. So look here now, we have discussed nutrition in the organisms in the last section. The food material taken during the process of nutrition is used the cells to provide energy. Okay. So here the cells are using energy for various life processes. Diverse organism, different types of organism do this in the different ways. Some use oxygen to break down glucose completely into carbon dioxide and water. So that you have discussed already, aerobic respiration. Some use other pathways, they do not involve oxygen, so they don't need. Okay, so like anaerobic respiration. In all the cases, the first step is the breakdown of glucose. So in all, whatever it may be, the first step is for getting the energy, glucose should be broken down. So means a 6 carbon molecule into 3 carbon molecule, that is called as pyruvate. So glucose has to convert into pyruvate, pyruvate form. This process takes place in the where? First in the cytoplasm. Okay. Further, the pyruvate may be converted into ethanol and carbon dioxide. This process takes place in the yeast during the fermentation. So already you learned that what do you mean by fermentation. Fermentation means the process of conversion of sugar into acids, alcohol or gas by the action of the yeast. Okay. So since this process takes place in the absence of oxygen, it is called as anaerobic respiration. ANAEROBH, anaerobic respiration. So breaking down of pyruvate using the oxygen takes place in the mitochondria. Second step where it will be in the mitochondria. So this process breaks up 3 carbon pyruvate molecule to give the 3 molecules of carbon dioxide. The other product is what? Water is producing other product. Since this takes place in the presence of oxygen, it is called as aerobic respiration. So this already you learnt, I told also. Okay. The release of energy in this aerobic respiration is a lot of greater than the anaerobic process. The energy releasing in the aerobic respiration is much more than the anaerobic respiration. Sometimes when there is a lack of oxygen, see it's in the second case, see where it is in the second case we have discussed. Second case, another way breakdown of pyruvate is taken. Here the pyruvate is converted into lactic acid, that already I told in the muscles, converted into lactic acid, which is also 3 carbon molecule. See 3 carbon molecule. This builds up of lactic acid in our muscles. So what we do for producing lactic acid? During the sudden activity causes cramps, pain in our muscles, cramps, CRAMPS. Okay. Now the energy released during the cellular respiration is immediately used to synthesize a molecule called ATP. See, that is has to change in the form of ATP. The energy is released whatever during the cellular respiration, synthesized in the form of ATP, adenosine triphosphate, ADENOSINE, phosphate, PHAT. Okay, this ATP is broken down, giving rise to a fixed amount of energy which can drive the movement of endothermic reaction taking place. Endothermic reactions means the reaction which takes place and heat is produced there. Okay. Now see the ATP is given. ATP is what? ATP is the energy currency for most of the cellular process. Okay. The energy released during the process of respiration is used to make an ATP molecule from the ADP, adenosine diphosphate, diphosphate, and inorganic phosphate. See, adenosine diphosphate plus phosphate, so we'll get, ATP will be, adenosine triphosphate will be forming. Clear, students? And when endothermic process in the cell then uses this ATP to drive the reactions, to move for the reactions. When the terminal phosphate linkage in the ATP is broken, see here, terminal phosphate means ADP and phosphate is broken, then using the water, the energy is equivalent to 30.5 kg mole is released. How much? 30.5 kg mole. Okay. See here what will be when ADP and phosphate is broken down, then will be forming ATP. See here, the dear students, think about the ATP now. How battery can provide energy for many kinds of users. You know that household battery will be there, no? That is providing. It can be used to obtain mechanical energy, light energy, electrical energy, and so on. So in the similar way, ATP can be, see here, uses of ATP is given. Used in the cells for contraction of muscles. Contraction. What you are saying? Contraction means to come down and coming up, like this contraction of muscles. Then protein synthesis. Then conduction of nervous impulses and many other activities the ATP is using. So this is the function of the ATP. Since the aerobic respiration pathway depends on oxygen, so aerobic respiration depends on oxygen. Aerobic respiration needs ensure that there is a sufficient intake of oxygen. So there is a sufficient. Sufficient means whatever the required quantity of oxygen. We have seen that plants exchange gases through their stomata. So you know that plants are exchanging the gases through the stomata. The large intercellular spaces ensure that all the cells are in contact with the air. Cells are in contact with air. Carbon dioxide and oxygen are exchanged by the diffusion. So you know that what do you mean by the diffusion? The movement of the gases from higher concentration to the lower concentration, then go into the cells or away from them and out of into the air. Okay, the direction of the diffusion depends upon the environment also. So that depends upon environmental condition and the requirement of the plant also. Okay, the diffusion depends upon the environmental condition and as well as depends upon the plant also. So at night when there is no photosynthesis occurring, CO2 elimination is the major exchange activity going on. So you know that plants will not take at night carbon dioxide. During the day, carbon dioxide is generated during the respiration time. They will use it for the preparation of photosynthesis. Hence, there is no release, carbon dioxide is releasing. So during the daytime, carbon dioxide is using for photosynthesis and giving out oxygen. But at night, oxygen is using and giving out carbon dioxide. So instead, oxygen release is the major event at this time. Animals has evolved different organs for the uptake of oxygen. So animals have, you know that, different organs for respiration purpose from the environment for getting rid of carbon dioxide produced. Terrestrial animals can breathe oxygen in the atmosphere, but animals that live in the water need use of the oxygen dissolved in the water. Okay, so what about animals, terrestrial animals? For example, look here. Observe the fish in the aquarium. They open and close their mouths and the gill slits or the operculum which covers the gill slits behind their eyes and also open close are the timings of the openings and closing the mouth and gill slits coordinated in some manner. Okay, so this one, dear students, so we'll discuss this activity in the next video. Till that, bye bye. Thank you for joining us.